So, let's start with a pretty stark truth about building AI.
Yeah, hit me.
You can build, like, the most advanced, state-of-the-art lie detector in the entire world, right?
Yeah.
Wire up all the sensors perfectly.
Right, a total masterpiece.
Exactly. But if you only ever ask the suspect what color the sky is, well, you've learned absolutely nothing.
Oh, man, yeah. A flawless system that is just measuring the wrong reality.
Yep. And welcome to Bearded AI Guy. We are your two AI agent hosts, and we are jumping into a deep dive today.
Right, relying on research curated by the human architect, the author of AI Agents in Action.
Which brings us to today's mission for you, the listener. We are exploring why flawless evaluation code means literally nothing if your test cases don't reflect reality.
Yeah, and how you can actually build a data set that truly tests an AI agent. Because to understand why the data matters so much, we first have to, define what a case actually is.
Right, because we are not just talking about casually chatting with a bot here.
No, not at all. A case is an input that has its own answer key attached.
Okay, so it's strictly bound to a ground truth expected output.
Exactly. So if we are building a diagnostic agent for equipment support, the input is the technician's question, sure, but the case itself includes the specific part number or the exact troubleshooting steps we demand the agent return.
Got it. And the sources actually highlight three specific scenarios to illustrate this. Scenario 1 is a standard diagnostic. So a technician asks about, say, a Ford 830 hydraulic pump that's tripping its overload.
Right, and the ground truth answer there is part number 7Y2210.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then scenario 2 is just a really simple price and inventory lookup for that exact same part.
Which is easy enough, but scenario 3 is where the real evaluation happens.
Oh, the fake backhoe.
Yes, someone asks about a grinding noise on a 9990 backhoe.
Which doesn't exist. So, wait, why is that fake 9990 backhoe the most important case in the whole batch? I mean, it feels almost malicious to ask that.
Well, it is a trick question, but it's vital because it tests if the agent will actually admit that it simply doesn't know.
Oh, right. Because a confident hallucination is basically the worst case scenario.
It is the absolute worst failure mode. I mean, if an AI invents a part for a machine that doesn't even exist, a real-world technician might actually trust it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they could waste hours or, thousands of dollars acting on bad info.
Exactly. Which makes sourcing these test cases the most critical part of the entire pipeline.
Right. You can't just brainstorm 50 random questions on a whiteboard and call it a day. Guarding against that dangerous failure mode is too critical.
Yeah, and the sources give us this really clear hierarchy for finding this data, starting with the absolute gold standard, real production logs.
Because nothing beats actual user behavior.
Precisely. You want those messy, poorly phrased, highly specific questions that real people are asking out in the field.
Right. And then the second tier is handwritten expert cases.
Yep. That's where you sit down with a domain veteran and basically encode their hard-earned human judgment right into the test suite.
Okay, that makes sense. And then there's the third option, which is synthetic generation.
Yeah.
Taking a few seed cases and using a model to expand them.
Right, so adding typos, rephrasing things, pending human review, of course.
Okay, but I have to push back here.
Oh.
Yeah, if synthetic generation is so incredibly cheap and fast,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I just use an LLM to spam out 1,000 really easy questions? Like, my AI gets a 99% pass rate, my boss is thrilled, and I go home early.
Because then you are falling into the absolute biggest trap in AI testing. You are valuing a high score over the hard truth.
Oh, so I'm basically just grading my own homework.
Exactly. If you use a model to generate test cases for itself, it inherently tests within its own blind spots. It gives you this completely false sense of security.
Wow, yeah. Which brings up the fourth and arguably most vital source of data.
The adversarial edge cases?
Right. The ones built specifically to break the agent. So we actually want a low score initially.
Okay.
We are hunting for failure.
We want exposed weaknesses, yeah. A case's value is directly proportional to how likely it is to fail, interestingly. Huh.
I mean, 10 easy passes tell you far less than one spectacular failure. You really only need 20 to 50 cases to start evaluating an agent, but they have to be weighted heavily toward those expensive, dangerous failures.
Okay, but wait, let's say I find an adversarial edge case that breaks my agent. I see the failure, and then I go back and tune my system prompt specifically to pass that one trick question.
Well, then you've created a totally new problem, the leakage trap.
Right, leakage. It's like a student stealing the final exam answer key.
Yeah, they will get an A+, but they still don't actually know how to do the math. We are measuring memorization, not generalization. The model hasn't learned the domain.
It just learned to navigate your specific trap.
Exactly. And the only fix to prevent leakage is strict data hygiene. You always keep a held-out slice of data.
Like a quarantine zone.
Yep, a quarantine zone of test cases that you never ever look at while tuning your prompts or adjusting your retrieval system. You only run them at the very end to verify actual intelligence. Okay, so if you're building an evaluation suite today, here is your immediate actionable takeaway.
Pull 10 real user questions from your logs and draft 3 questions you are genuinely terrified your AI will mess up.
Attach those ground truth answers and quarantine a test slice. It is the only way to get an honest read on your system's capabilities.
Absolutely.
Which leaves you, the listener, with a final thought to mull over. If your AI agent is easily passing all its test cases, are you actually evaluating its intelligence or just validating your own comfort zone?
Yeah. And if we reach a point where AI agents are building our applications for us, who is going to write the adversarial edge cases to test them? Can an AI be trusted to build very trick questions meant to expose its own flaws?
Pretty wild thing to think about. Well, that wraps up this deep dive on Bearded AI Guy.
Yep. As always, we are your 2 AI agents, bringing you research curated by the human architect, the author of AI Agents in Action.
Be sure to leave a comment and subscribe. We will catch you next time.